NERDSoul. Woo! Ha ha. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh, yeah. Coming with another wonderful episode of, that's right, NERDSoul Gaming and Beats Vibes Life, because we are reviewing a brand new, long-awaited album from the Trap Just Blaze himself, PL Parker Lewiz. This joint is called From Dog to God Part 3. And I'm ready to introduce you guys to it, review it, and all that good stuff. But I do have a disclaimer before it even gets started. All right, before it even gets started, disclaimer. PL Parker Lewiz is one of the four horsemen on Beats Vibes Life, and I'm actually on this album. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all being like, he out here trying to sell something and ain't telling us and ain't trying to give us the full downloadable content facts. But do I like this album? Straight up, before we get into what I like about it, and you know, would I recommend this? Would I play it? Would I put it in the car? All that stuff. Yes. In the car, definitely. This album for me is an album that I think is better suited for the car than for headphones, just because the way PL is doing beats and rapping in this joint, and the way he's breaking down these drums and stuff, bruh, he be on truck volume and a whole lot of it. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm just like, yo, the headphones is okay, but if you got a little something in the trunk, you will be well blessed with this joint. Is it my cup of tea? Actually, I do roll into this vibe, and we'll get into the vibes later. I do roll into this vibe every now and then, but mostly, guys, you know how I roll normally. You know the style of hip hop that I'm into, but I do leave a space open for, you know what I'm saying, those late night ride slow homie kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then that strip club music kind of vibe. So don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I keep it minimal, but don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? A brother got chakras. He got to open every now and then. Every now and then he do that, but then he close it back down. You know what I'm saying? Can't let it take you over. And would I recommend this? Yes, especially to someone like my little brother. My little brother would love this album. In the same vein of, like I said, Trap Just Blaze. So very in the same vein as just as dope as Rick Ross's stuff, Meek Mill's stuff, 2 Chainz stuff. Straight up, you know, like East Coast with a trap flavor. It's definitely for the riding in the whip, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to fog up the windows a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. That's all I'm saying. You do what you do. But yeah, I definitely think my little brother would love this joint. And actually, I sent him the music video. He has a music video out right now for the track I Made It. And he already hit me back like, yo, this is hot. And I know it's definitely right up his alley. Like the type of music he listens to, this is all for him. So, I'm gonna run down through the track stuff that I thought were like highlights of them and stuff like that. Also, I'll put in small little snippets of a piece here and there of his music video that you can link to, that you can see in the link below. I'm not gonna play his music because, of course, I ain't trying to get hit by YouTube. And you know what I'm saying, I want to preserve his stuff. I want you to see his content from the beginning. I don't want to be taking a baby piece. But with that, one of the joints that we start out with the vibes, and honestly, the vibes is just that, man. It's a real wavy track that I dig. It's got like a laid back, smooth move to it, and I feel it. I feel that vibe, and also like the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? When he said nothing average, all my dreams are lavish. You know what I'm saying? He let you know straight off top, like, look, hey, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with a, you know what I'm saying, extracurricular, you know what I'm saying? But no, on the real, I like the vibes a lot. And then next track is I Made It, and this joint I like because of the speed of it, the tempo. Like, this is like, yo, you getting your workout on, or you want to drive fast? Play I Made It. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You got to drive fast on this one. But I like how he drops the line saying that he's the Black Kanye. I thought that was funny. That always gets a giggle from me. And I was listening to this album like 2 or 3 times now. And just dropping like, I'm the Black Kanye, I thought that was funny. I still think it's funny. But he also does a nice beat flip in that joint too. So that's smooth. The New Wave, he has a joint, New Wave and Throne Watch, and they're like back to back. Both of these are kind of like that ride slow style. Something that I know my brother would like super be into. You know what I'm saying? Because dude got all the speakers and everything, trying to wake people up in the middle of the night. But yeah, yo, New Wave especially, but New Wave and Throne Watching, these songs, the brag is on 1,000. Just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to give you guys an idea of like sort of the angle he's coming from, because I don't want y'all getting this album, which you should go get, but I want y'all to know what y'all getting into. Execute is the next joint. I love how he says, keep my name numb in your mouth. I rap Novocaine. I enjoyed that because I was just like, it made me think of other lines before. And I was like, yeah, this is dope. I'm feeling it. And the fact that it's definitely on some boss music / strip club music style. And I can see Execute being played in some places where there's a lot of applause. I'll put that up there. I'll just say that. Shots is also, for me, I would consider strip club music, and that joint is probably going to get a lot of applause too, depending on where it's played at. But I like those joints, because those establishments need something to play as well. You know what I'm saying? When Blue gets behind the DJ booth, he needs to put some Parker Lewiz up on there. You know what I'm saying? Even though he just spin records, he still need to spin some PL Parker Lewiz. Then one that really stands out for me is Twice. This is like a dark vibe, but with bars. And it's kind of like that late night drive. Not that ride slow, but you just like riding through, like enjoying the city. Like Twice gets you like that. And on top of that, So Long, there's a track called So Long that's later on that it has a similar vibe where it's like late night drive kind of stuff where it's like really, really fresh. One thing that I think stands out when you get into more of his kind of like his walk is a track called Brooklyn. The beat is crazy. Like all these beats have, like crazy production. I love how he cuts and stuff out and has like small little effects here and there. But Brooklyn is just like one of those beats are suited to like what I like extra enjoy. And the beat is killer. And like I said, I think it's a dope way to break down your walk in general. Instead directing all the action like I'm Ang Lee, that was cool. And shouts out to Ang Lee. He's had an up and down career, but I mean, he got some joints. But once again, you got So Long. That's the track that I'm on. Luckily, you know what I'm saying? Good thing, you know what I'm saying? But there's a beat flip on there, and all his beat flips reinvigorate, you know what I'm saying, your listening experience. Because you get like lulled into, you're like, all right, word, I'm in this vibe. Then he'll be like, psych, new beat, and the new beat is like, oh, all right, word, got some new flavor. So it's never a situation where it's maybe not abrupt, maybe abrupt isn't the term. It's nothing that like really throws you off, but it's something that definitely is pleasing, like, oh, okay, we got more, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of more, the funny thing is, in the intro, this album has an intro. And in the intro, you're getting your talk on, getting your, you know what I'm saying, your brag on or whatever, getting people pumped up to get into the album. But the outro, don't skip it. The outro got fire beats on it. And when I say beats, once again, a beat flip. So this album is short and sweet. The album is around like 35 minutes or something like that. It's short and sweet, but this joint got gems, especially if you're into, you know what I'm saying, trunk volume type music, you know what I'm saying, riding in the whip, turning the speakers up. Like, this album got them beats, man. And the lyrics, he got some joints that'll have you laughing in here. And he got some deep gems too, like Don't Sleep. But man, this thing actually ended up being one of them joints that I'll put in rotation for like that when I want those kind of like, I need that street like ride with me vibe. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it limited. But you know what I'm saying? For someone on the other side, like my brother who loves, you know, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, Wayne, trying to think what else he's playing right now. He plays King Los every now and then too, but you know what I'm saying? He plays a lot of joints that's like heavy on that bass. You know what I'm saying? Definitely for riding in the whip, especially if you want to, you know, fog up your interior. You know what I'm saying? And this joint works in spades for that. Now, I guess I'll end it off with this. We usually do like what's our top 3 and bottom 3, but this is a slightly shorter album, so maybe I'll do top 2 and bottom 2. Yeah, I think top 2 and bottom 2, because this isn't like a super long album with like, you know, like 20 tracks. So my bottom 2, I'd probably say is New Wave and Throne Watching because they're slower. Or maybe that's tough because New Wave, it's slow, but I really like the braggadocious. Yeah, I'll say New Wave and Throne Watching since they're slow. But if you like that slow, you know what I'm saying, bass heavy, then that joint's for you. For me, that'd probably be my bottom 2. My top 2 is tough because I like Vibes and I Made It, but I also like Twice. So I might break my rule for the top 2. I'll do 3 because I like Vibes. Vibes seems short. I don't know if it is short, but it might just be because I Made It has a beat flip. But Vibes, I Made It, and Twice. I really like Twice. Twice is because, you know what I'm saying, you know, late at night, you getting, you know what I'm saying, nightlife, getting your ride on. Twice is a dope joint. But yeah, this thing works, man. It works well. I'm glad that it's out. I'm glad that you guys can check it out. Of course, check the link below. You can see the music video, and I'll have the link below for his album. It's out now. Go stream it. Go check it out. Go listen to it. We've been waiting for it for a long time, and it's finally here. And not only is it cool, and I'm feeling it, and my younger brother gave me because he's the demographic, doesn't it? He gave me the thumbs up, and the fact that I'm on it. Don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? That does pump a brother up some. But no, on the real, I think this joint is definitely worth it, especially if you want to, if you want something for your trunk, this is for you. So holla at me, I'ma holla at you down in them comments. Let's talk PL Parker Lewiz from Dog to God 3. We licking them shots with Halo. We ain't playing. We don't love aliens. Well, aliens that come to kill you. If aliens showed up and was like being nice, I guess it would be all good. But if the aliens is trying to kill you, then you got to fight back. You know, shouts out to the UNSC. With that said, big shout out to the other 4 horsemen. You got Anwar Hassan, you got Arckatron, and of course right here, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. YouTube is the hub, so hit that thumbs up. Or you can hit that thumbs down, but if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send the Covenant after you. And you don't want that. It's going to be grunts. They going to be annoying. Then you're going to have the jackals. They're going to be getting on your nerves. And then, like, you just don't want it. It's best that you just hit that thumbs up. Also, podcast if you rather listen. Spotify for that music. And from us to you, thank you for watching. Thank you for giving this album a shot because it deserves one. Because people been waiting for it already, and now it's finally here. Might as well open up them ears. You know, open them ears, clean all that gunk up out of there, and you know what I'm saying, bump this joint for real. Until next time, peace.